back to the first 3 years of our existence and learn to become observers and non-judgmental, the world will be a better place. If everyone didn't remember the past, countries remember the past. That's why we hate certain people. Whole countries. It's flowing through your heads as I'm speaking to you. You could give me issue after issue after issue of us to tell you. There are people who blow people up because they're sincere in their beliefs. That if they blow people up, they're actually fulfilling the will of God. But don't think that you're so righteous that you don't do the same thing. Because sometimes you look down on your neighbour and perhaps think that you're better than them because they might happen to be drug addicts or caught up in who they think they are. Because we're all caught up in who we think we are. Because the minute you stop believing that who you think you are is absolute freedom and instantaneous peace results in our life. So I created a word. I was so bumptious and arrogant after that, I thought I'll create a word. And that word was, and it all goes along, and it's all one word, because I'm so stupid, I didn't put it down. It's called Psychegnosis. You're all going to get handouts on that. It didn't exist until yours truly created it. But it basically talks about the psyche, who we are not. The psyche, and gnosis, which is Greek for knowledge. It's to make it look a little bit technical. Because if I didn't use a technical word, people perhaps might just think that this is this. I declare that this is a natural law. What I've taught you today is a very small concept. I've taught you on the things that I would consider to be like going to primary school and teaching you numbers about the times table. What I've talked to you about is information that we have stored that we think is us. But psychegnosis will release you. The minute you understand who we are not, guess what? Your life will be absolutely amazing. I do not get unhappy because I don't believe there's such a state. Do I get an emotion of unhappiness come upon me occasionally? Yes. And I observe it. And guess what? It goes away. I get feelings of elation. And I like those feelings of elation and I try and keep them. But then they go away. Because guess what? They are only feelings and emotions. But psychegnosis, I created in the year 2001. It's my own word. And what happened was I made a decision all those years ago that I would start up a website. I didn't know what I was going to do about the website. Because guess what? I just knew I had to set up a website. Because everybody was setting up websites. But no. I thought I'd start up a website. Anyway, I created a newspaper out of it. And it's called the Psychegnosis News. And I write an article every day. And I have done since January 28th of this year. I've wrote 109 articles. They come flying in. Sometimes it finds it hard to read because they come flying in every day. I don't write the articles, by the way. I don't know what writes the articles. I'm there. I'm the process, but they're not what I think. I learn from them when I read them, but they're not what I do. I don't even put my name against them. I don't even say, I wrote this, Eamon Lockery. Because you know what? I can absolutely guarantee you right now, and I'm putting a $1 million challenge in the next 10 days, to any human being that can tell me there's a better way to find an instant peace. An absolute taken away from all the ills that are created in the world. Do you know that I don't believe